UFC 309, Michael Chandler blows Conor McGregor fight as he suffers crushing loss to Charles Oliveira in epic thriller. The fan favorite has lost each of his outings at Madison Square Garden. Michael Chandler's long-awaited return to the octagon ended in heartbreak. The fan favorite returned from a 2-year layoff in the co-main event of UFC 309 in New York to rematch former lightweight champion Charles Oliveira. Chandler, 38, was fighting for the first time since abandoning his seemingly cursed showdown with UFC superstar Conor McGregor. The former Bellator 155 pounds champ had hoped to preserve his clash with the notorious and exact his revenge on Oliveira, who got the better of him in May 2021. But it wasn't to be, as he suffered a crushing decision defeat to the Brazilian bruiser. Unlike their first meeting 3 years ago, Chandler didn't come out the gates like a bat out of hell. He adopted a more measured and methodical approach in a bid to get to the former champion. Oliveira was happy to operate on the outside and try to get into striking and grappling range by keeping Chandler at the end of his kicks. Chandler had success with the jab after the minute mark but couldn't find a home for any follow-up strikes. Oliveira looked to take the fight to the ground just before the 2-minute mark and grounded Chandler with a makeshift slam. Chandler was very cautious about how he got up so as not to give the BJJ Wiz a sniff of catching him in a submission. Oliveira tried to progress through the American's guard before the round ended but found himself unable to. Chandler found himself on the end of a series of leg and body kicks after the restart as he looked to probe his way into range. But he found himself dropped by a right hand just before the minute mark and went into retreat mode. Oliveira clocked him again and sent him circling around the cage. Chandler saw red and started to unload heavy shots but found himself being countered. Not wanting to get into an all-out war, Oliveira shot for a takedown and grounded his opponent. Oliveira utilized crushing top pressure to keep Chandler on his back and dropped several short elbows until the end of the round. Chandler came out hard in the third, looking to hammer the lead leg of Oliveira with hard low kicks, but he was quickly sent into retreat mode by Oliveira's crisp boxing and Muay Thai. Oliveira secured a big takedown 2 minutes into the stanza and quickly took the back, where he threatened several submissions. He even mixed in some newly legal 12-6 elbows to the top of Chandler's dome. Fatigue started to show for Chandler in the fourth, with his big powerful punches becoming more telegraphed with each passing second, and Oliveira beautifully read one of them to secure yet another takedown against the cage. He threatened with several submissions again, but an exhausted Chandler managed to survive the attacks. Chandler hurt the former lightweight king after the final restart and went in for the kill. And he looked set to finish the contest with a hellacious barrage of ground and pound, but Oliveira, somehow, managed to survive and eventually return to his feet. Chandler rocked Oliveira with another big right hand shortly after they got back to their feet but had the momentum sucked out of him with another grueling takedown. Chandler, however, managed to return to his feet, albeit with the former champ on his back. And just as he did in their first meeting, he jumped backwards with Oliveira on his back, much to the delight of the crowd, who were on their feet after the final horn. All 3 judges scored the contest in favor of Oliveira, turning in 49-46, 49-46, 49-45 scorecards.